Hi, everyone. This is Kylene with Parents for Public Schools of Pitt County, and we are excited to continue our 2021 tour series with Hope Middle School today. Let's find out who will be with us on our tour. Let's start out with Ms. Johnson. Tell us who you are and what you do there at Hope Middle School.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Johnson, and I'm the principal here at Hope Middle.
Wonderful. Great to meet you. I think we'll move now to Miss Evelyn and Miss Slappy. Can you all tell us who you are and what you do there at Hope?
Hi, we're Miss Evelyn and I'm Miss Slappy, and we are the counselors here at Hope Middle School.
All right, we look forward to hearing more from you very soon. And Miss Bingaman, tell us who you are and what you do there at Hope.
Hi, I'm Miss Bingaman. I am the media clerk, in civilian terms, a library assistant here at Hope.
Great to meet you. We're glad you're with us today. Miss Stansel, tell us about yourself.
Hello, I'm Danielle Stansel, and I am the assistant principal here at Hope Middle School.
All right, and I think that we also have a young student on the tour with us today. Tell us your name and what grade you're in.
My name is Cole Martin, and I'm in the 7th grade here at Hope.
Excellent. We can't wait to hear from you, Cole. I have a feeling you're going to be the most important voice we hear today. Ms. Johnson, let's start out and just talk about a few logistics about your school. You know, parents always want to know what's the size of the school and maybe how many students could they expect will be in class with their middle schooler?
So we are a very large traditional 6-8 middle school. We have just under 900 students in our student body. Our largest classes are 6th and 7th grade, but we have more teachers in those classrooms or in those hallways. Therefore, we're able to accommodate about 25 to 26 kids in a classroom.
All right. And parents, just a reminder, we are filming during the pandemic, but we are giving you information for a non-pandemic year because we very much hope that that's coming in the very near future. So you'll see people in masks today. If you don't see them in a mask, then of course they're by themselves being very safe. But just know that the information you're receiving is for a typical school year. Also, Ms. Johnson, you know, encore classes really change between elementary school and middle school. Can you tell us what's offered there at Hope and how often students attend those classes?
Sure. We operate on a traditional block schedule. So students have 3 90-minute core blocks and then 2 45-minute encore classes each day. The encores that we offer are art, music, theater, STEM. We have PE and AIG. We have some of our CTE classes, such as computer technology. We offered GoGrow this semester to our students, which was exciting, as well as the traditional chorus and band and orchestra.
All right, thank you. And also, can you give us a little bit of information about how communication changes in middle school? Because I know many of our elementary school parents, they're used to that weekly folder coming home, and I have a feeling that might change.
It will. And this is because students will now have 4 and 5 or 6 teachers. So the weekly folder doesn't really work out. We do have a call every Sunday night. It's called the Hope Happenings. And myself, Miss Stansel, or one of our students will record that call. And it just gives parents and students kind of a heads up of what the week's going to look like. As far as communication from the classroom to the parents, most of our 6th grade teams in particular do a weekly email and just kind of update families about upcoming due dates, projects, and assignments that might be coming down the path. And they'll get a lot of their work returned from their individual teachers. This year with COVID, a lot of our information is electronic so that we can reach all of our students. And I see a lot of electronic communication continuing into next year.
Absolutely. That all makes a lot of sense. So I know that this year it has been hard for parents to get engaged, but again, we are hoping for a better year to come. So tell us a little bit about how parents can connect at Hope Middle School.
Well, parents can certainly connect with us and are encouraged to through PTA. We, even though we're middle school, we still need volunteers for lots of different events. And our PTA is a great place to kind of connect with our school and our administration that way.
All right. Well, parents, I know that you're excited to see the school and learn more about what happens there. So I believe that we're going to travel to some spaces. And I think that Ms. Stansel is going to share with us a little bit about a 6th grade ELA class, which is a pretty typical classroom there at Hope. So Ms. Stansel, I think you're muted, but we will get you unmuted and then we can hear more about your classroom.
There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, here we are in a 6th grade ELA classroom. It's traditional. Most of our classrooms are about the same size, have the same setup, no matter if you're 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. And just kind of give you a little tour around the classroom. This is Miss Holloman's 6th grade ELA. All right.
All right. Thank you for
welcome.
giving us that space. I know parents, you're always eager to see and imagine your child sitting in their desk, learning throughout the day. And it's great to see a classroom and really get a picture of where they are going to be. I think we're going to move now to Miss Bingaman, and I believe she's in the Media Center.
Hi, welcome. I'm going to just flip you around. This is our Media Center. The front doors to the Media Center are over there. And we have a large fiction collection. And then we go into our nonfiction collection. We have over 12,000 volumes. Okay. The bright colored pieces of paper here, we do offer a reading challenge each month for the students and staff. So this month was nonfiction, and we do have a competition between the grades and the staff. So to incorporate reading. So if they read a nonfiction, they would go to the virtual library and put it on the Padlet. We also have a very successful Battle of the Books team here. Very successful competition. To be on the team is quite intense during the fall semester. We love our readers and lots of readers at Hope. So something to look forward to in the fall. And Miss Belo, the media coordinator, and I are avid readers ourselves, and we love to talk about books with the children. And we don't believe there are non-readers. They just haven't met the right book. That's it.
Thank you so much. I always love seeing the Media Center, and I know parents love seeing that Media Center and all of the many choices available for our students as they dive into reading in middle school. I believe that Miss Stansel is going to now take us to the cafeteria. So tell us a little bit about the cafeteria and lunch times and how long people get, who they get to sit with.
Okay. All right. So I am in the cafeteria now. It looks a little bit different during COVID-19. We currently are using it as a storage room. We've removed desks and chairs out of classrooms to accommodate for social distancing so that there were not empty desks in the classroom. Typically, this would have 10 long tables going all the way down, and they would stretch out from one end of the cafeteria to the other. Students come in with either their second or their third block, depending on which lunch they have, and they sit with their classroom, their second block or their third block classroom to have lunch. They get approximately 25 minutes. We go down here. So when a student comes into the classroom, am I muted?
You did for a second, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
All the parents watching know that we're all dealing with technology glitches, so that's okay. It happened for just a second.
Okay, so if you were getting a school provided lunch, you would walk into the line. You would get your milk, your lunch, go through the line, and then you would check out, going out a different door than you came in. Okay. And then you would take your seat at one of the tables that was around the cafeteria. We also serve breakfast in here, and students go in, go through the line, and then they would take their bag breakfast back to their classroom and eat during homeroom time. So we do provide breakfast and lunch for our students. In the cafeteria, you will see that there is a stage. As I walk up closer to the stage, and on this stage, up until this semester, we actually had classes up there. We were able to get a mobile unit as we are growing, and move the classroom to a nice classroom in the back, mobile unit. But on this stage, 2 times a year, you'll have, or at least 2 times a year, you'll have an orchestra concert. We'll also have a production. One year we did Legally Blind Junior, I think was the name of it. They did a fantastic job putting on that production, but usually we have a fall production and a spring production on the stage. We also have our, I think I said, our orchestra concerts on that stage. Our chorus and our band programs have outgrown the stage. So they use the gym or one of the churches down this in the community to use as big enough space to perform. And we do have those concerts in December and then again in May. And so that is our cafeteria / stage at Hope Middle School.
All right, thank you so much. And how exciting to hear about that growth that's happening, that you need to move to bigger spaces for these concerts and performances. Certainly sounds like a great place to be.
Yes.
I think we are going to move now. I believe Coach Kirby has joined us. He was in class at the beginning of our recording, and he has joined us so that he can show us the gym. So Coach Kirby, if you'll unmute and tell us all about PE and athletics there at Hope.
Absolutely. I'm Brian Kirby. I'm the athletic director and one of the PE teachers here at Hope. There are now 3 PE teachers here at Hope. Jeff Best and I have been here since the school opened in 2006, and we've just this year added a 3rd PE teacher who is now half-time. We're hoping to get her full-time starting next year, but her name is Paige Arp, and we're excited to have her. Our PE classes look way different this year than they have in the past, obviously, with the pandemic, but we're doing our best to kind of make things fun for the kids. I'm also the athletic director. I'll be glad to show you guys the gym. Let me see if I can turn this thing around here. Let's see, right there. Okay. So this is our gym. We are fortunate to have still just a 16-year-old gym. It's in great shape. We're real pleased with the number of championships we've won in some of our athletic events. We have some of these championship signs up here. One thing that's unique about Hope is when we win a championship, I'll try to zoom in on this soccer championship. This is back 2010-11. We put every child's name up here. And I've had people to ask me, what are you going to do whenever the gym is full of signs? What will you do next? And I said, well, I'm going to retire. I'll let somebody else do that then. They'll figure it out. But we have a little bit of open space over here for some more championship signs. But I will tell you, as proud as we are of our championships that we've won in athletics, the philosophy behind our staff in general and our coaching staff is that we care for each other. We like to take care of each other. We support each other and help any way we can. And our athletic coaches are such a great group of support people. Our philosophy is not all about winning and losing. I tell the coaches, and they would agree, that being successful at the middle school does not come in wins and losses. If a kid is learning from their experience and learning that there is something bigger than himself or herself, about being a part of a team, learning responsibility, then they've accomplished something and they're successful. So that's kind of our philosophy here with athletics, and it kind of pours into our PE kids. We have kids coming here all the time. They absolutely love to play sports. They love to play the games that we do. This year, we're just very limited on the activities we're able to do because we cannot share equipment. But we're making the best of it. And I do want to introduce you to Coach Best real quick. He's my cohort of 16 years now. Hang on just a second, and I'll just introduce you to him real quick. Let's see if I can reverse this. There we go. There's Coach Best right there. And like I said, he's been here with us 16 years. Thanks, Coach. Coach Best just finished sweeping the floors. It's one of the things that we're having to really change up this year is we're sweeping the floors after every class, disinfecting equipment and that kind of stuff. So he was actually gracious enough to do that for me so I could zoom in with you guys. But thank you so much for having me. And if you have any questions, I'm open.
Thank you for sharing that space with us and for talking to us all about not only what you have to offer, but really who you have to offer and the beliefs that you offer around taking care of our students and making them feel so valued. I believe we are going to move now to our Counselor's Corner and learn a little bit about what counselors have to offer there at Hope Middle School.
Hi, welcome back to Counselor Corner. I'm Miss Evelyn.
And I'm Miss Slappy.
Welcome back. During our Counselor Corner today, Miss Slappy and I are just going to highlight just a few things that we have to offer here at Hope Middle School.
An SEL is a designated time in our school day for our students and staff to focus on social emotional learning. SEL lessons are created by the counselors and shared out by the teachers, which also allow them to build deeper relationships with our students. And during the first semester, we were able to base these lessons off of the 7 habits of a highly effective team. Now during this semester, we are basing those lessons more off of the student needs here at Hope. Some of these include test anxiety, kindness, empathy, and that email and Zoom etiquette.
And along with our SEL lessons, teachers also post a daily check-in. This just gives teachers a gauge of where students are emotionally throughout the school day and also at home. If teachers feel that students are in need of support, they will alert one of us and we will meet with that student and that family to get some supports in need for that student if they need to be put in place.
And 8th grade transitions to high school are huge. In February, we work with our high school counselors to share important high school registration information with our current 8th graders. Information is shared with the 8th grade teachers as well as on our school website to best get that information out to our students and parents. In March, we meet with each 8th grade student individually, not only to make sure they've signed up for the classes they wanted, but to make sure they are signed up for the correct classes that will help them be the most successful as they transition into high school.
And not only is 8th grade to 9th grade a big transition, but 5th grade to middle school was a huge transition. So we work closely with our feeder schools to ensure students are comfortable and families are comfortable with their transition to middle school. Students have the opportunity to participate in a tour, gain knowledge of our course offerings, meet teachers, learn about the athletic requirements, and also get to ask all those burning questions like, when is lunch and how do I open my locker? So rising 6th grade families and students learn quickly that it's always a great day to be a Mustang here and become part of our family pretty quickly here at Hope Middle School.
Well, thank you for meeting us today at our Counselor Corner.
Thank you for sharing the important work that counselors do. You're sometimes behind the scenes. And I want parents to know that counselors are so very available to you and your student. And so make sure that when you're getting to know folks in the beginning of the year, get to know your counselors as well. Introduce yourself to them, make sure that they know about your child because they're going to have so much to offer your child throughout their experience there at Hope. We are going to wrap up our tour with a very special guest. I'm going to flip it over to Cole. And Cole, I think you wanted to tell us your favorite thing about being a student there at Hope Middle School.
Yes, ma'am. One of my favorite things about going to school here at Hope is seeing the teachers and doing the activities that they have planned for us. Not everything is boring here, and most of the activities that they do with us, they're very creative and make sure that we have fun while doing it.
I think that we as parents want to hear that our students are going to have fun while they're learning, and our students want to know that too. Cole, I wonder if you had a piece of advice to give someone coming to Hope, what might it be?
I'd say just to have everything ready to go, and always be on task, always be listening, because it's not just learning at Hope, it's also having like good advice for what you should do in the coming stages of your life.
All right. It sounds like you've made really great connections with friends and with teachers there at Hope. Thank you for being with us today, Cole. All right. That is sort of the end of our tour with Hope, and we're going to move back now to Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, I wonder if you have anything to add that you think parents should know about Hope before we close out your tour.
I think the one thing that sets Hope apart and just makes us so special is how much our staff really cares about our students, from our cafeteria staff to the classroom teachers, to the media center, and then everywhere in between. We genuinely care for our students and want what's best for them every single day.
And I think that's exactly what we as parents really want to hear, is that not only are our students getting a great education, but they're with caring adults who really wrap them under their wings and take care of them when we're not with them. So that's a great way to end the tour there at Hope. Parents, I know if you have further questions, Ms. Johnson would be more than happy to talk with you over the phone or email. And of course, you can reach out to us at Parents for Public Schools, and we're happy to connect you to folks who can answer your questions as you make the best choice for your child's education. Thank you to everyone there at Hope Middle School for joining us today. Thank you, parents, for watching. Everybody have a good one.